Now the W with Walls and Watson on ESPN Kansas City, 1510 AM, 99.3 FM, and SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
Good morning, Kansas City. He is Watson. I am Walls, joined by Cody and our guy Airborne.
Cody, the man who balls.
Exactly.
Cody Ball. That's his name. What's good, man? How you doing today, bro?
Not too bad. How are you guys today?
Man, it's Saturday. It's 44. You know what I mean? We're live, so we doing all right. Airborne, you back with us today?
I'm back with y'all, man.
I thought he was going to stay in
I did too. I was rooting for him to stay back there, man.
I smell hate. Always hate. The Atlantic Ocean is not for me. I'm a Pacific Coast guy.
Man,
shout out to the Pac-12, Oregon.
Man, nobody care about that.
All right, so you guys are tuned in here on the W with Walls and Watson, ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM, and Facebook Live. We have some live Facebook Live guests, man.
Yeah, no, they faithful. They looking forward to it. Really, the star of the show, let's just be honest about it, is Cody. Cody Ball is the man right here. People love him.
The people's champ.
The people's
Cody
champ
Ball.
right here, man. So we're excited, man. How's your week? Your week was good?
Oh, yeah. I mean, MLB.
What's the week for a 14-year-old? Like,
dude, MLB The Show came out. I mean, I was after school.
Is that nice? Is that nice?
It's a great game.
That's the only game I play on PS4.
Oh, it's
the
amazing.
only game.
I actually got a PlayStation. I traded in my Xbox for a PlayStation just so I could get MLB The Show. I mean, the servers weren't that great, but at launch.
Yeah.
But man, it's a fun game to play.
Great. Yeah, have you pitched a no-hitter yet?
I've done a 3-inning game. I've thrown a no-hitter.
I did a combined no-hitter with the Dodgers.
Oh.
Xbox, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
anyway, we're gonna jump into our show. We're gonna talk a little bit about NCAA. Also, me and Mike are gonna try to replace Mike and Mike in the morning.
That's right. That's right.
Also,
they
gonna have some guests in our studio, Miss Angel McGee with the Urban Youth Baseball Academy, and also some of the State Showdown AllStars, high school AllStars.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun
Kansas,
show.
Both boys and girls are gonna be in the house.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show, man. I'm excited about it.
So, what y'all think about UConn last night?
Should have put some money on it.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Interesting. That's the only word for it?
That was interesting.
The tickets went from $64 if UConn would have won to $275. Because now it's a coin flip now between Mississippi State and South Carolina.
Yeah, man. That's
nobody's not gonna go.
Yeah, it was unexpected. I think they have to lose. Eventually it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. But I didn't think they would lose last night.
111-game win streak.
Yeah.
Gone.
Cut to nothing.
Gone. One, done.
I mean, that point guard, though, from Mississippi State, Williams. She's a baller.
Williams is a baller, man. She had 41, the game before?
Yep.
And, I mean, she just came to play. I mean, it's just one of them games where everything was going, their way. They found, UConn at the right time, man, and that's what happens.
It's the beauty of sports.
UConn's head coach Gino Auriemma, he said after the game, now my girls get to see what the feeling is like. They've been dishing it out for years. So now they
just gonna start over and do another 100-game win streak.
Hey, but shout out to my girl Nafisa Collier, Jeff City product. One of my former young ladies who used to coach. Man, she's a baller. She's gonna be a baller for years to come. So shout out to her
too. Probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easy.
All right, so what about this NCAA men's Final Four coming up today, man?
Oh, I'm excited about that. I've been looking forward to this all week, man. I think we've been saying, throughout the month it's going to be North Carolina. I've been saying North Carolina is going to win, but I'm a quiet South Carolina fan, man. I'm a quiet South Carolina fan. I like those boys
with the UMKC shirt.
Yeah, because I pull it off to represent, for my Roos, man. But I like how they playing, man. What about you, Steve? What do you think?
I'm going with North Carolina. I want to see South Carolina, North Carolina, though. I like Frank Martin.
I do like Frank Martin, yeah.
He's a guy. I would love to play for Frank Martin.
Yeah. Good guy. I mean, good coach, good motivator. He's one of those coaches that you're gonna call 15 years from now and just to check on, see how him and his wife and his family are doing. He'll call you. Sure. He's one of those players coaches, man. So I'm excited. You can't rule out Oregon.
No.
Pac-12.
You can't rule out Oregon.
Dylan Brooks and Dorsey, Bell.
Dorsey got a smooth shot. I'm going with Oregon.
So Watson, is this a must-win for Roy Williams?
You know what? I think his legacy is sealed. I don't think it's a must win. I think it's a gonna win. I think his players understand fully, hey, we were here last year. We know the feeling of defeat, not executing at the end all the way through. And those guys will have a determination this year that you haven't really seen from a lot of NCAA teams. So those guys are fixed in, they're locked in. I think Roy walks away with it, man. Shout out to my guy, Shea Rush. Son of legend Jerron Rush, Final Four, Kansas City guy representing Barstow in the building.
Jerron, if you are listening, we need a couple of those.
I need a t-shirt.
So
t-shirts, man.
We need those, man. But shout out to them, though. I'm excited for him.
I think the difference maker in the North Carolina game is going to be the health of Joel Berry's ankles. I mean, he's had some issues. I think if he can either play through the pain or if they've healed enough, I think if he is healthy and ready to go, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah. But I think he's good. I think they're just giving him rest, getting him prepared, getting him ready for, these next couple of games, But I think he'll be fine.
So speaking of getting rest and being prepared, Tiger Woods announced yesterday
Tiger Woods
that he would not play in the Masters next week. He says he had his back issues. And I think it's just pride issues, though, man.
Mental is messed up, man. Ever since that incident with that Escalade and his wife,
chasing him. What was that? A golf club?
Mike would bring up old stuff like that to say something
that old stuff is affecting his new stuff.
Oh my God.
That old stuff is affecting his new stuff.
Don't ever do anything.
When's the last time?
Airborne,
When's the last time Tiger Woods did something after he got beat up by his wife?
I mean, ever since he got chased with that golf club, man, he's no good.
His golf clubs has been deceased.
You know what? Here's the thing about it, the way that I see it. He did so much for the game of golf, but then for African-American youth in sports to be acclimated and to enjoy the game of golf. So his legacy is going to be there. I hate the fact that he's on his last leg and he's going out a little bit like this, but back issues is nothing to play with. They're so hard to come back from.
So you can say he taught us something on the field and off the field.
What to do
and what not to do.
This guy right here.
All right, so
you learn.
Who do you guys have for MVP candidate?
Westbrook.
Uh-oh. What you
Tripped up.
Cody, let me hear it, man.
That dude, he went off for what? It was 57, 13, and 11. He's putting up. I tried to play with him on NBA 2K, and I couldn't even get those numbers. These are outside of video game numbers. He's too short of Robertson's triple-double record.
Right.
He's got 8 games left. I think he breaks. I think he runs away with it.
Just compared his game.
And people are saying that between he and Harden, but my vote definitely has to be Westbrook. I think he's done enough this year and put his team not only winning but into the playoffs. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back. ESPN 1510 Studios, Kansas City. You're listening to The W.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your neighbor who will always let you borrow a cup of brown sugar. Or your third grade classmate who comes through in the clutch during kickball at recess. And the best man at your wedding who makes sure you actually make it to your wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and not so good. So who's got your agents back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. They're here to help life go right. So call State Farm agent Reggie Green in Raytown at 816-356-1515.
Hey basketball fans, Sideline Sports Talk's 4th annual Stateline Showdown, Missouri versus Kansas High School Basketball All-Star Weekend, presented by the U.S. Marine Corps, is Thursday, April 13th through Saturday, April 15th. Catch the future college basketball stars of tomorrow when the best high school seniors from Missouri take on the best from Kansas. For more information, visit SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. That's SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
The Rock the 80s Tour comes to Crossroads KC Friday, July 21st with The Romantics, The Smithereens, and Bow Wow Wow. Tickets are on sale at CrossroadsKC.com, Grinders 18th and Locust, or The Bottleneck in Lawrence. Make plans for the Rock the 80s Tour, Friday, July 21st at Crossroads KC.
Hey golfers, did you know that one of Golf Digest's top 100 golf fitters is here in KC? It's time to come check out Golf MD. They will match you with the right set of clubs for your game. Golf MD has TrackMan launch monitors, just like the pros use. Call Golf MD today to schedule your club fitting, 913-663-5050, or schedule online at golf-md.com. Golf MD, easy to get to at 11231 Strangline Road, just south of College Boulevard. Golf MD, we build what we fit.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms: frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Back here on the W with Walls and Watson inside the ESPN 1510 studios, live on ESPN 1510 AM and 99.3 FM. Mike.
Bad boy.
It's that time, man.
It's that time. Bad boy. Hold up. Now it's on the hot track. Melt like it's hot wax. Put it out. Hey. Stop that. Take that. All right, my bad.
All right,
Let's
so
do it.
it's the time for Love It or Hate It, Watson's favorite segment.
This is my favorite segment.
I just like the Hate It drop. That's all. That's all I like.
Hey, shout out to everybody on Facebook Live, on the W, who are watching us live. Make sure y'all share it. We're going to go into this Love It or Hate It segment. The first up, women coaching in the NBA, Walls.
Man, NBA commissioner said that in a recent interview that he wants a women coach in the NBA, and said that it will happen.
It'll be Becky Hammon, if anyone.
She's the number one candidate.
Oh, for sure.
Becky Hammon? Yeah.
She's under Pop. I mean, you see all his great assistant coaches going in, getting head coaching gigs. I think she gets one eventually.
I do too. I think she's qualified, not only just because she's a woman, but she's qualified. She's a baller. She's one of those women who the guys would pick up and not think twice about it on the court, but just the X's and O's. You know, his family tree of coaching is just phenomenal.
I don't like it though, honestly.
You don't like it?
No.
Why?
I mean,
we got men coaching women's sports.
But here's the deal. What happens if you got let's just I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say DeMarcus Cousins. He's frustrated. He comes off yelling at the coach like, hey, whatever. It's gonna look different going at a woman than it would going at a man. Yeah,
but I think she has to be ready for that.
It will, but the critics, you got to look about. Think about that.
You're always gonna have critics. You're always gonna have critics.
See,
but equal opportunity though. I mean, I love it and hate it.
Equal opportunity to get yelled at.
Yeah, you're fired.
Way to go, Mike.
All right, so LeBron passes Shaq on all-time scoring list.
Hated it.
I hated it.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I don't care either. KU senior guard Frank Mason.
Hated it.
KU senior guard Frank Mason named AP Player of the Year, man.
I love it.
First Jayhawks player in the to get that award in 57-year history.
I love it.
He deserved it. I mean, I think really the only competition I can really think of would be Malik Monk, or maybe even a guy that's still in the tournament, Sindarius Thornwell.
Did you
Shots
take that
fired.
shot? He took that shot. Okay. All right.
So Frank Mason received 37 votes from the 65-member media panel. He was selected weekly AP Top 25. Villanova's Josh Hart had 16 votes, and Purdue's Caleb Swanigan got 9, and yo boy,
who?
Lonzo Ball received 3 votes.
Will Frank Mason be the first AP Player of the Year that's probably not drafted?
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so
we'll see.
Mike, UNC's Luke May attended 8 a.m. class on Monday, just hours after he hit the game winner.
I loved it for him, but there's no way in the world I didn't attend the 8 a.m. class ever. First of all, let's start there.
Is he a freshman?
No.
See, listen, after my freshman
but he got
year,
a standing ovation in Business 101.
Right. I saw that
too.
That's love, though. I mean, but you know what? That's what we talked about it before. It's about the program. North Carolina is a well-oiled machine. It's a program that, and the professors, the students, they buy in. The kids go there for the basketball, just like Duke.
Isn't that the same program that had the made-up African American studies?
It is.
A class that Airborne would have took.
Hey, loved it.
Loved it.
All right, so WWE unveils Ric Flair statue. Hated it.
Woo! who cares?
Ric Flair, man.
It's Ric Flair.
I'm not a wrestling guy.
I'm not a wrestling guy either, but anytime he comes up and he's talking about my boots and my limousine and all that, I'm getting hyped.
Man. All right, so NFL approves Raiders to move to Vegas. Loved it.
And hate it.
I love it because we're going to be taking those trips to Vegas.
Exactly.
For
once a year.
Games.
Are they going to have a casino, like some dice crap games in the stadium?
Oh, my gosh.
Where you get this guy?
Look at it.
It's Vegas.
All right, so Atlanta bridge collapses.
Hey, all they need is one of those Hot Wheels, those loops. They can just fix it.
Oh, my
Just drop it in there. Huh? My son would love that, man.
The people of
Shout out to
Atlanta are
Peyton.
going to stone you.
Stone him.
No, but the guys, it was Atlanta I-85 bridge collapsed. I'm just glad no one was on there. No one was injured. But it's tough for the fans to get to the Braves ballpark.
And that's one thing Trump was right about. The United States need a better infrastructure.
So World Series of Barbecue staying at Kansas Speedway.
Hey, that's
Loved
not
it.
good.
Loved
no,
it.
hate it.
I kind of
hated it, but I
I'm
love
in
it.
between.
Yeah.
I'm in between
Kansas
on
is
that
getting
one.
everything.
Because their government they do it right. You know what I mean? They lower the taxes. They give them tax abatements for so long and
Bringing people in.
Yeah, let's get the events out there. So you can't be mad at that.
Is that money gonna go to the schools then?
Absolutely not.
Doubt it.
Absolutely not.
Doubt it. So Walls and Watson to replace Mike and Mike in the morning on ESPN National Show.
Why not, bro?
Yeah, why not?
Loved it.
Loved it.
We can, as long as we can take Cody with us.
That's right.
Because Cody gonna be the starter. Who's that cute little boy you got? He is so smart, and he compliments you guys.
Here today, we starting that campaign. Walls and Watson National.
Let's do it.
Hashtag.
Let's do it. We need your support though.
All
we
right.
need your support
And the checks.
New food item at Kauffman Stadium.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it
That
gonna be
looks a little
$20?
sketchy. I mean, Aramark.
What is it?
It's Aramark. They're calling it the Sunrise Hot Dog.
I don't
It's
know.
a hot dog topped with fried eggs, bacon, cheddar cheese, and white sausage gravy.
That just
thing is
sound nasty.
It's gonna cost about $25,000.
That just sound nasty. It's gonna have 2,000 calories in that one meal. That's horrible.
They're gonna have a heart attack room in the stadium. I mean, you eat one of those and you go. You eat one of those, you go to a room, and it's like everyone that's there is just like laying down, taking a nap.
A nap? They're gonna be in that bathroom.
All right, so coming up on the W on ESPN 1510, we'll be joined by some of the Stateline Showdown high school all-stars, senior all-stars of Team Kansas members, boys and girls. They'll be joining us here on the W, ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM. Stay tuned.
Hey KU fans, Tom Keegan of KUSports.com here, inviting you to log on to KUSports.com and let us bring you all Hawks all the time throughout March Madness. Matt Tate, Benton Smith, Bobby Nightingale, and I will bring you inside the locker room with our daily stories, columns, blogs, and videos. And Nick Krug's phenomenal photography makes it all pop at KUSports.com. All Hawks all the time. That's KUSports.com. Bookmark it.
Baseball coaches, are you ready for the crack of the bat? Olathe Youth Baseball has just the opportunity for you and your team to play at a higher level for spring and summer of 2017. Olathe Youth Baseball is introducing a new tournament division designed for teams that are looking for a fair and balanced league. This division is for single A and double A teams only in grades 3rd through 8th, and they will still offer their regular leagues as well. Either way, check out their website at OlatheYouthBaseball.com and register today.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your neighbor who will always let you borrow a cup of brown sugar. Or your 3rd grade classmate who comes through in the clutch during kickball at recess. And the best man at your wedding who makes sure you actually make it to your wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and not so good. So who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. They're here to help life go right. So call State Farm agent Reggie Green in Raytown at 816-356-1515.
Hey basketball fans, Sideline Sports Talk's 4th annual Stateline Showdown, Missouri versus Kansas High School Basketball All-Star Weekend, presented by the U.S. Marine Corps, is Thursday, April 13th through Saturday, April 15th. Catch the future college basketball stars of tomorrow when the best high school seniors from Missouri take on the best from Kansas. For more information, visit SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. That's SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
Howdy, folks. KFC's Colonel Sanders here. You have someone in your life you want to get KFC's new $10 chicken share with? It could be a friend, more than a friend, or even a spouse. It's okay. Be brave. Go ahead and say, I want to get a $10 chicken share from KFC and share chicken with you. It's who you are. Don't be ashamed. Just head to a KFC and share 9 extra crispy tenders, 6 pieces of original recipe, a lot of popcorn nuggets, or 12 hot wings. And don't be afraid to be who you are. KFC. It's finger-licking good. Limited time offer. Participating KFCs. Prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra. Hot wings not available at all locations.
As your State Farm agent, I'm going to do something I've never done on radio before.
What's that?
I'm going to help you with a car loan.
State Farm can do that? Well, that means I can do anything on the radio. Like take on a zombie apocalypse with a steamroller.
Oh, no.
Coming through.
Look, I'm not just saying State Farm helps your life go right with car loans because I can say anything on the radio.
Pardon me?
I'm saying we have car loans because State Farm Bank does indeed offer car loans.
Backing up, sir, zombie, if you don't mind.
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today.
Hey.
You like that? Back here on the W with Walls and Watson, live, ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM.
Hey, this is my alarm in the morning.
Really?
Like, I wake up to this song right here. Because I wake up feeling kingly.
Oh, my God.
I'm just telling you, bro.
King is Zamunda.
Zamunda. What's up? We back on the W, ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM. I'm Watson, he's Walls.
Joined by us with some of the Stateline Showdown High School All-Stars. Team Kansas, how you all doing today?
Team Kansas in the building. We're going to start to my right. Tell us your name, your school, and where you going to college.
My name is Reagan Shoemaker. I go to Olathe East High School, and I'm going to go to Oral Roberts.
Oh, my gosh. Oral Roberts. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. And to my left.
My name's Abby Bird, and I go to Blue Valley Northwest, and I'm going to University of Nebraska-Kearney.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
I'm Mike Hood. I go to Shawnee Mission West, and I haven't decided where I'm going next year.
I'm Mike Hood. You see how cool my
Mike
man?
Hood.
I'm Mike Hood. I'm Mike Hood. It's in my last name. That's how I'm going to talk this morning.
So what's going on with you guys? You guys are going to be playing in the Stateline Showdown High School All-Star game, representing for Team Kansas, both boys and girls. What are you looking forward to the most in the game?
I get out of school one day, so that'll be nice.
That's what it's about. So you're heading to Oral Roberts. Why did you choose Oral Roberts, and what other schools were recruiting you?
I chose Oral Roberts because the atmosphere was just so family oriented, and the coaches were all so nice, and everybody else was just super nice, and it just acted like it was a place that I wanted to be.
So you said it because your mom listened to it and your dad listened to it. You said all the politically correct things that you needed to say. We'll leave it there. Abby, what about you? Why did you choose Nebraska-Kearney?
I liked the coaches, and I liked just the campus. I don't know. It was cute.
The campus
is cute. In Kearney, Nebraska. You liked it?
No, I'm serious. It was cute.
No, you're dead serious.
Yes.
Okay.
Until wintertime comes, and then like, I'm ready to go. My mom, send me a coat.
He's not cute anymore. What about you, my hood?
Well, I'm going to prep school next year before I go to college.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What prep school are you going to be attending?
That's what I'm deciding.
Trying to figure it out?
In about a week.
So the times have changed so much, Steve, that it used to be you deciding about college. Now you're deciding about prep school. That's how old we are. We didn't have those type of decisions when we were coming out.
No such thing. I think Oak Hill was like the only prep school.
Oak Hill was literally the only prep school with Carmelo.
Yeah, that was it.
That's all you had.
That was it. And I didn't hear about Oak Hill until Carmelo.
2001, 2002, when they beat Kansas. Shout out to Syracuse.
Shots fired.
You guys are probably KU fans. How do you got? No, Abby said absolutely not. Don't look at me with that nonsense. Who's your guys' college team? So Final Four. You saw UConn lose last night, right? How you feel about that?
I think it was funny.
Wow.
Honestly.
Dang.
Funny.
Cold-blooded. Why do you think it was funny?
I don't know. I think that 111 games it's just gone. Now it's gone, so it's funny.
So who do you think is going to win it now that the UConn's out of it? Abby has no idea.
I think Mississippi State. If Mississippi State can beat UConn, then they can go all the way.
You think so?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Throw you out there. Can you get some buckets?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
What? Hey, so crazy. What kind of question is that? Disrespectful.
Cooking.
Mike Hood. Okay, Final Four for the men's tonight. We got South Carolina and Gonzaga, and then we have North Carolina and Oregon.
Hold on, before you say anything though, who is your favorite NCAA team first? so we can get the background.
Kentucky.
So we can
Kentucky.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's
so now
cool.
when we know when he doesn't choose North Carolina, we know why.
Right. We understand why.
I'm actually gonna say South Carolina gonna win it
See?
all.
Wow. Why? Tell us why you think South Carolina gonna win it all.
Their defense is high right now, and they got the SEC Player of the Year. So I think he'll take him and win it all.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer. We picked UNC in here. Most of us did. Well, Mike doesn't count. So when I say we, I mean Steve and I. But so we picked UNC, but South Carolina is our dark horse. We think that where they're playing, Frank Martin has those guys playing well on defensive end, like you said. We think they have an opportunity to do something big. So I think it's gonna be cool.
So 3-point contest, dunk contest, and skills challenge.
Abby's gonna be in the dunk
coming
contest
up on Friday, April the 14th. What events you guys plan on doing?
I'm doing the skills contest.
Skills contest.
You got skills like that?
Well, I can't shoot a 3, so and I can't dunk. They wouldn't allow us to choose that. So.
Okay. Skills contest. Abby, what about you?
The 3-point contest.
So you got that range? You think you can beat Steve?
Probably.
Damn! Wow. Disrespectful.
Haven't even seen me in the gym.
She just eyed you up and said it doesn't matter.
He don't have it. He don't have it at all.
Hood, what you gonna enter, man?
3-point contest.
You think you got that?
Yeah.
I don't think you got
In the
that.
bag.
In the bag with confidence.
So when we have some of the team Missouri come next week, anything you guys want to say to them?
Yeah, because they're listening right now, and then we're gonna replay it for them when they come. So, and it's a battle. I just want you guys to know, for the men's side, Missouri is 3-0.
Yeah.
We have not lost. We don't plan on losing to you guys this year. We cook up the sauce. That's all I'm going to say to you. So, anything you guys want to say before we get out of here to Team Missouri? Abby?
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, my God. That's it?
Both sides winning. Girls and boys. Kansas.
So Mike Hood said here, he said Missouri, Kansas boys and Kansas girls are winning the Showdown.
Heard it here
Which
first.
school is going to get the most support?
Okay.
I mean, how many people you bringing from your school?
A lot.
Yeah, so we have a campaign that we running right now for the most students, the largest student section at the game. You get to win your athletic department $500. So
$500 to the student
athletic department
who brings the largest student section to the games, girls and boys. So we're going to be counting. So make sure you guys bring your students out. You let the desk know, hey, we're here with Olathe East, we're here with China Mission West, Blue Valley Northwest, so we can count that up. The largest student section is going to win $500.
But Mike, you did say that the Kansas guys are going to win, but you know he's the Missouri coach.
Oh, that's crazy, right? You didn't know that for the last 3 years.
Why he get that serious look on,
he's like, oh my, he puts his glasses up like, oh, it's about to be real. You know what I put on our board in the before the game? I put 2 words: get buckets. That's the whole pep talk. That's it. And that's what we've done the last 3 years. We're gonna do it again in a couple of weeks. What you got to say, Mike? Nothing.
We're gonna win.
Okay.
That's it. No smiles over there. Just serious. We're gonna win.
We're not worried about that. We appreciate you guys coming on, man. And we wish you guys luck in the game. Like, really wish you guys a lot of luck. We're going to take a break here on ESPN, the W, 1510 AM, 99.3. We'll be right back.
This is Charles Osgood. 5 times more hires are made through Indeed.com than any other job site, according to independent research. Imagine a lottery that had 5 times more winners, or a Sunday with 5 times more touchdowns. When you're hiring, it makes 5 times more sense to use Indeed. Right now, Indeed is giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job on the world's #1 job site. Claim your $50 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
Hey basketball fans, Sideline Sports Talk's 4th annual Stateline Showdown, Missouri versus Kansas High School Basketball All-Star Weekend, presented by the U.S. Marine Corps, is Thursday, April 13th through Saturday, April 15th. Catch the future college basketball stars of tomorrow when the best high school seniors from Missouri take on the best from Kansas. For more information, visit SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. That's SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
This is Charles Osgood. Writing job descriptions, sifting through resumes, setting up interviews, hiring is hard. But Indeed.com makes it easier. Post your jobs, manage candidates, schedule interviews, all on Indeed. And since independent research shows Indeed delivers 5 times more hires than any other job site, easy works. Right now, Indeed is giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job on the world's #1 job site. Claim your $50 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your neighbor who will always let you borrow a cup of brown sugar. Or your third-grade classmate who comes through in the clutch during kickball at recess. And the best man at your wedding who makes sure you actually make it to your wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and not so good. But who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. They're here to help life go right. So call State Farm agent Reggie Green in Raytown at 816-356-1515.
Tune in to hear Fight Night with Tecate Light each week on the Border Patrol. Tecate Light is the only light beer with full flavor, and they are a proud sponsor of championship boxing coverage on Sports Radio 810. A light beer full of flavor is a hard thing to find, but it's worth the hunt. Before your next fight night, pick up Tecate Light. Tecate Light, the only light beer with full flavor.
Enjoy Tecate Light responsibly. Tecate Light beer, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Hey, this is Kelly from the Web.com Tours Digital Ally Open. We're back in town July 24th through 30th, 2017. Take advantage today of the absolute lowest prices that will be offered. You can save up to 17% now on Party Club passes. Golf fan or not, this all-inclusive party is for you. Nick and Jake's Catering, specialty drinks featuring Tito's Vodka, caddy races, and PGA Tour golf just feet away. This is an event you won't want to miss. Visit daopen.org today. That's daopen.org.
Back here on the W with Walls and Watson, ESPN 1510 AM 99.3 FM. What's going on, Mike? You like that song?
I told you we need to have that freestyle battle on air live. Like, if you got them bars, we want to see. We're going to get Cody to do it.
You up first, man.
Dylan.
So we just wrapped up with the Stateline Showdown. Team Kansas, senior girls and boys. All Cody could say was, man, those girls were tall.
Yo, she was like 6'3". Like,
dude, I she stood up. I was like, hello? I was like,
Cody, you going to hit that growth spurt, bro.
I know, man.
It's going to happen.
And
you're going to come, your voice going to change. Then you're not going to be the cute little Cody Ball on the show no more, though. So we'll see. Steve, what we got, bro?
Man, let's talk about Royals for a minute, man.
Talk about the Royals?
Talk about the Royals.
You talk about the Royals?
Well, the home opener is coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, MLB home opener is coming up. So, what do you think as far as the first game coming up on Monday?
Well, I mean, I'm excited about it. I think what they've built for the fans here is anticipation. Like, we have an expectation to win. We have an expectation to put a good product out on the field every year. So I think the fans have come to kind of expect that. I think, retooling with Hosmer coming back, Moose coming back this year. My man, what's the man, the second base young guy?
Mondesi.
Mondesi.
Yep.
Mondesi's one of my young favorite players. And so I think, with him and Esky, Kane, we got a good nucleus in our, like I was saying, in our lineup where you're not going to be able to just pitch around and get to somebody who can't hit. You know, so I'm excited about it.
Danny Duffy, starter.
Oh, I love that extension.
Yeah, me too.
That was a great.
This is our Royals guru right here.
Yeah,
Cody.
Baseball, Mr. Baseball is what we call him.
I mean, in the offseason, we picked up Jason Hamill. We traded Dyson to Carnes. Yeah, we not many people would like that, but honestly, I like Nate Carnes. I mean, I think he could be a big part of the rotation this year. I mean, he's got great stuff. He just hasn't put it together. And then Hamill has been that reliable vet. I mean, he had 15-win season last year with the Cubs, and maybe the win total goes down here, but I definitely think he brings a steady presence to the 4 spot that we haven't had in a while.
Now, Alex Gordon is the leadoff spot for this year, and he said he's really happy about that, man.
I like that. I mean, I think it gives him the confidence that he needs to get on base. I mean, last year he was hitting lower down the lineup. I don't think he really felt that Yost had confidence in him. So I think this year with that confidence boosted, he'll perform a lot better.
What do you think about our bullpen? I think that's the biggest question mark for me this year is the bullpen. Who do we have that we can go to, that we can rely on? Big Wade Davis. You know what I mean? Like, who do we have this year that we can just look to? Herrera. You know what I mean? Like, who is the name, Cody, that you think, hey, this is going to be, our 20 saves guy this year?
Now, I definitely think that Herrera is going to be the closer. However, I think the guys that are setting him up are going to be the biggest part. I think Sawyer bounces back. I love the pickup of the left-handed thrower in Wood. And then two other guys I like. I really like Matt Strom. I mean, he's got great movement. And I think maybe later he'll compete for a starter spot. I think this year will be mostly bullpen. And then Alec Mills. He's coming up from AAA, and I think he could have a really big spot in the team. He could put in some quality innings. If we need a long inning type of guy to bridge the gap, I think he could be the one to do it.
Now, my X factors are Chris Young and Moylan. I think Young he's going to be one of those guys that'll probably move up to one of the starting positions in the rotation. So I feel like Young is probably going to be that X factor.
Yeah, I think for sure if there's injuries or anything that he could definitely be the guy that comes in and really pitches well for us, and if needed in a spot start or even out of the bullpen. And I love the Australian in Moylan. I mean, he's a quality veteran arm for sure.
All right, since we're talking about the Royals, you listen to the W on ESPN 1510 AM 99.3. Since we're talking about the Royals right now, I figure we need to introduce our first ever. Well, she's not our first ever since she was late, but in studio guest we have the coordinator for family and community engagement for the Kansas City Urban Youth Academy, Miss Angel McGee, in the building. How you doing, Angel?
I am good.
You doing all right? You got some fans. People been waiting for you to get on the show.
They have.
So let me make sure I get her on here right now so they see her.
Right. So quick shout out. Hi, Mom. Hi, Aunt Helen. Hi, Dad. Hi, Jada. Everyone who is tuning in. Thank you.
All right. So we're talking about the Royals, talking about the closure, but you're around them a lot, and you're a fan of the game. You're a student of the game. Right. What do you think that fans can expect from the 2017 Royals?
I think they can expect a lot. I think this year is going to be an exciting year. We've made a lot of off-season moves as far as pitching, I know, number one, and just overall kind of turning over that outfield.
Right.
A little bit. Alex Gordon has been very adamant that he's going to be playing both sides. So I think that in itself should be interesting to see whether Ned goes with it or not. But I think just the overall feel, coming off of last season, we didn't have the best season, but, it was a time to kind of recuperate, get some off-season things going, and just kind of coming around and just getting baseball back in Kansas City and just getting that excitement again.
Now, talk about the Youth Academy.
Yes.
$1.75 million donated by two of the Royals, Salvador Perez and Gordon.
Yes.
And Gordon. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So the Kansas City MLB Urban Youth Academy is pretty much it's preaching to our urban core in Kansas City. All of those kids that are in that community that don't necessarily have the utilities, don't have the funds to play travel ball for baseball. It's become an elite sport, so the funds have risen. We are just trying to pump baseball back into Kansas City pretty much, and starting with the urban youth of Kansas City, giving them an outlet to come out and play, to practice, to be around our alum, to be around coaches, to be around players who give their time, and basically just revitalizing that sport back into our youth, pretty much where it started. We're located right behind the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, and so that's kind of the epitome of Kansas City and baseball. Let's be honest, that's where baseball started, the Negro Leagues, and it's in the heart. So we're really trying to just embody all of that within the one area. And just get our kids back into the game.
One thing, when you and I first met at the Royals Fan Fest, and I told your mom this, I said I was really impressed at just the young lady that you are. And so I said that because a lot of young African American women are not really into sports. They're not really into, especially a sport like baseball.
Right.
So talk a little bit about your background, how you got to this position, because you just didn't get placed in this position. You've been working. You've been on your grind since TSU, since Truman State.
Truman State, go Bulldogs.
So tell us, absolutely not. But so tell us a little bit about your background and getting to where you got and what it took to do that.
Absolutely. Fresh out of college, pretty much looking for internships, looking for jobs. I started actually with MoCan, AAU basketball. That ended up leading me to both the Royals and the Chiefs. Went through their game entertainment department, working part-time. That led to my internship with them. And then at the end of my internship, I was approached by upper management with the Urban Youth Academy project, and just they were looking for someone that they really could trust, number one, but number two, someone who is related to the community, who could go out and talk to people, who could, as they told me, have a smile on their face. But really much just bring everything together, and their pick was me. I guess they saw a lot of good, but I'm a sports fanatic. So sports has been in my blood since I can remember me remembering.
Oh yeah, I see your Twitter sometimes.
Yeah,
going ham.
I can go there. Don't let this fool you.
You okay about this UConn?
Absolutely not.
Lost last night?
Absolutely not.
You sure? I mean, did you got some iced coffee over here?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
I might need to take a sip. Shout out to UConn. Shout out to Gino Auriemma and company. But you have to give mad props to Morgan Williams, and you have to give mad props to Mississippi State. They came to play, and you can't say anything else.
Okay.
So you're going to hang out with us for the
Yes,
remainder of the show.
Yeah.
We nominating you to be our Royals insider.
Okay.
Yep. For the
So
remainder
all,
of the
all
season.
things Royals, we're going to be asking. So if you need to, text somebody, let Ned know.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
going to need some info.
Just hit them up.
Yeah, we gonna she's gonna be hanging out with us live, man, on the W. We're gonna take a quick break on ESPN 1510. My whole thing messed up. On the W, we'll be right back.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your neighbor who will always let you borrow a cup of brown sugar. Or your third grade classmate who comes through in the clutch during kickball at recess. And the best man at your wedding who makes sure you actually make it to your wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and not so good. So who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. They're here to help life go right. So call State Farm agent Reggie Green in Raytown at 816-356-1515.
The Final Four is coming to Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Chioza in a rush, drives all the way, stripped to the ball by Dozier, flips it ahead for Notice, drives in for the jam! Major exclamation point, a big finish with 11 seconds to go. South Carolina up by 7.
We'll have coverage of both games on Saturday. And Monday night, the national championship will be right here on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Winter is winding down just as college basketball is heating up. Bring on the tournaments and brackets. Boulevard Brewing Company will bring the beer. It's always been the Midwest's favorite craft beer and a surefire way to make game days even greater. There's a perfect Boulevard for every beer lover. From longtime favorites, Pale Ale and Unfiltered Wheat, to the new American Kolsch and our signature Tank 7 Farmhouse Ale. Cheer on your team with your beer. Boulevard Brewing Company, Kansas City, Missouri.
Hey basketball fans! Sideline Sports Talk's 4th annual Stateline Showdown, Missouri versus Kansas High School Basketball All-Star Weekend, presented by the U.S. Marine Corps, is Thursday, April 13th through Saturday, April 15th. Catch the future college basketball stars of tomorrow when the best high school seniors from Missouri take on the best from Kansas. For more information, visit SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. That's SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
If you're a CPAP user, soap and water cleaning may leave harmful bacteria, viruses, and mold that can make you sick. That alone will keep you up at night. Until now, SoClean.com is the world's first and only automated, hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. SoClean kills 99.9% of all CPAP germs without soap, water, harsh chemicals, or even equipment disassembly. And now, you can try it risk-free for 30 days. Call 1-800-710-7878.
SoClean changed the CPAP experience for the better. My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean's revolutionary design makes it easy to clean your CPAP and protect you against CPAP-related illnesses. Plus, SoClean works with all popular CPAP devices to clean them in minutes. It really is that easy. Don't risk your health. Call SoClean.com now to try it risk-free for 30 days. Call 1-800-710-7878. This offer won't last. Call now. 800-710-7878. 800-710-7878.
We are back here on ESPN 1510 AM 99.3 FM with the W Show with Walls and Watson. We are here talking about Sporting KC.
Cody, do you hear that playing right there? Do you know anything about this song right now? Hey, have you ever met a girl with? Hey,
Cody, just do this.
You gotta get your Dougie on, Cody. There he is.
I love that. Hey, man, we back on the W. We still have our special in-studio guest, Angel McGee, representing with us.
Hey.
From the Royals. She's a little hurt this morning of the UConn loss, but we're not even going to continue to talk about that. But she's going to rock out with us, man. We got my man Steve Walls. We're going to talk a little bit about Sporting KC and the week they've had.
I think I'm the only one here that watched the Sporting game in its entirety last night.
Yeah, you are. Why'd you do that, though? Like, why did you watch it in its entirety?
Because I'm a Sporting fanatic.
Why'd you do that to yourself, man?
Okay, all right. When it's time to go to the games and y'all like, hey, are we going to the game? No, we're not going.
We're not going to say that.
No, but Sporting took on Toronto FC last night. Ended up in a tie. Again.
Another tie.
Fourth tie of the year. But I mean, they're looking more promising as they've gotten a lot of their national call-ups back with the team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they outshot Toronto with shots on goal. They're 5-2, and Zusi played well. I mean, you saw Zusi and Beasler all play the full game. Espinoza, Dwyer, and Dwyer's the one to see because with his injuries last year, I mean, it's definitely a big deal seeing him play the entire 90.
Now a U.S. citizen also.
Yes.
When are we going to get some goals, though? I need some scoring. I mean, that's what Sporting KC, that's what excited the fans. That's what got everybody going. You know, championships, of course, but when are we going to get some offense, Cody? Like, see, what's going on, bro?
But, I mean, you got to be happy about last night. It was a hard-fought game. They played in 30-degree weather, raining weather up in Canada. That's a different kind of cold up there. Only Mike Airborne knows about.
Type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, Alaska. And both teams get a point. Sporting is now in a three-way tie for third place in the Western Conference, tied with Houston and San Jose. Their next game is next Sunday, actually, April 9th against Colorado.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as once Sporting when they get into the playoffs, they can do anything. I mean, they can definitely run the table. I mean, they've got such great talent. I mean, I think Espinoza is definitely kind of an underrated talent. I don't think a whole lot of people really talk about him, but he's definitely one of the leaders of the team. I mean, people look at Zusi and Beasler and they're like, oh, yeah, big names, USA, but Espinoza is really one of the more of the leader of the team than I think those two.
Now, hopefully, we can get some of those wins as Mike.
We need some scoring. We need some W's. We need some W's, bro. Flat out. We need some bubs.
We haven't lost. We're 1-0-3.
We haven't won.
But the title of this show, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing.
The only thing.
That's it, man. That's it. Hey, make sure y'all hashtag talk about it on our Facebook Live. Send it to our text as well. 816-915-2318.
You messed that all the way up.
What I did? What is it?
215-2135.
2135-915-2135. Hashtag talk about it.
No, where you got those numbers from?
In my mind. We're still joined by Angel McGee right now with the Royals. She's the coordinator of family and community engagement for the Urban Youth Academy, representing.
So, Watson.
What's up, bro?
What's up with the entertainment, man?
This is all about this is my part of the show, entertainment. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the news. First things first, my main man, make him say, Master P. He wants to be an assistant coach for the New Orleans Hornets. And before you...
Pelicans.
No, oh, my God, New Orleans Pelicans. So before you kill it, before you destroy it, he could play ball. Steve?
I wish we had that hated it drop right now. I hated it.
You hate that?
I hate it, man. Man, stick to what you know. You know music. I understand you used to play, but you know music. I mean, you don't have no business coaching.
You're a hater.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Did he just hit him with the hated
it? But DeMarcus Cousins, he's not going to want to hear nothing from Master P. What can you tell him?
But the thing about it is basketball is it's like a fraternity. So if you've played at a certain level, you have a certain respect. You know what I mean? From people, no matter if you're in the NBA or not, you have a certain respect. And P could ball. I mean, so it doesn't matter how 90s. Long ago.
What was it? The Raptors and the Hornets?
Huh?
The Raptors and the Hornets. We got
he played.
Had a couple of teams.
I do. Because if I was on that team, I'd be like, Master P, no coaching, just make me another soundtrack for the game. That's it. That's all I need.
Well, good thing nobody asked Airborne. Mr. Key,
what do you think?
We don't want no Master P coaching.
I come from sports that, a lot of alum come in and they make them special assistants or special advisors to the GM.
So you want to please both sides.
Right. So let's just make
right.
him a special advisor, right? We can all agree he has some, to an extent, he's got some basketball background.
He does.
He does. Let's not take it away from that. But
The butt there was a fit. But
let's just make everybody happy.
Okay. Steve, what's the next topic, bro?
Dr. Dre wants to bring 2024 Olympics to LA.
I'm all about that.
He's been nominated he's entered a committee in Los Angeles, most industrious committee actually of 117 individuals, including Magic Johnson and LA Lakers owner Jenny Buss.
How do you go from the NWA now on the Olympics committee? That is, hey, listen, I'm not hating it. That's just the testament to how you can make it in America.
Only in America.
You can go from the dude on the corner making NWA songs. Now you're the committee of the Olympics. I love it.
I'm with that. I think it's cool. I think it's good just because of the fact that he's involved and people want to know what he thinks about, the Olympics coming there. I think LA is a beautiful city. They hosted it, I think, twice before. And so I think he understands that. But then the money that it could generate, the money it could generate for the city. So I think it's a great move.
All right, so Chicago Bulls donation. They're teamed up with Chance the Rapper. They announced that. Oh, you like Chance?
Love Chance, but love what he's doing even better.
Chicago Bulls announced that they will donate $1 million to city's financially troubled school district.
That's dope. I mean, we are living in a generation where youth are looking up to athletes and celebrities, right?
Yeah.
So when they see us leading by example, that's where they have to follow. So Chance taking that extra step and going with the Chicago Bulls and them taking that extra step to give back to education, dope. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Now,
put some money where your mouth is.
That's right. The funds are going to go to arts and literature education.
And it's great seeing that. I mean, he came from Chicago, and so he's putting money back into where he came. It's definitely cool seeing these celebrities coming back to their roots and acknowledging what helped them and then what needs to be fixed to help kids that were like them that are
I just
growing
hope they
up
spend
now.
it the right way, though. Because when Bill Gates donated $1 million, they threw a concert and then ran out of money in KC District.
On that note, we'll be right back to put a bow on this thing and wrap it up. Here with Walls and Watson on the W, ESPN 1510, 99.3 FM. We'll be right back.
Hey, basketball fans. Sideline Sports Talk's 4th annual Stateline Showdown, Missouri versus Kansas High School Basketball All-Star Weekend, presented by the U.S. Marine Corps, is Thursday, April 13th through Saturday, April 15th. Catch the future college basketball stars of tomorrow when the best high school seniors from Missouri take on the best from Kansas. For more information, visit SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. That's SidelineSportsTalkKC.com.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your neighbor who will always let you borrow a cup of brown sugar. Or your third grade classmate who comes through in the clutch during kickball at recess. And the best man at your wedding who makes sure you actually make it to your wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and not so good. So who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. They're here to help life go right. So call State Farm agent Reggie Green in Raytown at 816-356-1515.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's opponents on Man versus Train. At the crossing, we have Rick, a 175-pound frustrated man who's running late for work. And on the tracks, we have Bull, a 1 million-pound freight train that takes a mile to stop. Let's see who comes out on top.
You can't beat a train, so don't try. Stop. Trains can't. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This is Charles Osgood. Over 3 million businesses use Indeed.com for hiring, and independent research shows 5 times more hires are made through Indeed than any other job site. By creating the easiest, most effective hiring experience, Indeed helps businesses find great new people every day. Right now, Indeed is giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job on the world's #1 job site. Claim your credit at Indeed.com/offer. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
Everclear. So much for the Afterglow. The 20th anniversary tour comes to Crossroads KC Sunday, May 28th, along with special guests Vertical Horizon and Fastball. Tickets are on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at crossroadskc.com, Grinders, 18th and Locust, or The Bottleneck in Lawrence. Pick up a 4-pack for only $56 plus taxes and fees at a huge savings until March 17th. Make plans now to rock the 90s with Everclear, Vertical Horizon, and Fastball. May 28th. Tickets on sale this Friday at 10 a.m.
Total Bowling Gear is the first superstore in Kansas City devoted strictly to bowling. With over 4,000 square feet of bowling balls, shoes, bags, shirts, and more. Total Bowling Gear has everything you need for your bowling game. Get your next ball drilled by the most experienced staff in the city. Mention this ad and receive a free $100 bowling ball maintenance card with any purchase. So come check out Total Bowling Gear at 6960 West 105th Street, just east of 105th and Metcalf. Total Bowling Gear, your total bowling store.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Hey, look at Cody. Look at Cody, though.
We had the best music here on the W with Walls and Watson.
I can't.
ESPN 1510 AM.
Best
music on our show, man. I'm telling you. Hands down.
Hey. Okay. My bad. We back on the WESPN 1510 AM 99.3 FM. You're listening to Watson. He is Walls. We're joined by special guest Angel McGee.
Hey, everybody.
In the building. Of course, Cody Ball showing us love. We're going to go into a little NBA talk before we close it out, Walls. What you got?
Man, my question is, are you going to take up for your teammate?
Who?
Talking about LeBron and Kyrie. Did you see that?
That was
LeBron was fouled, so Kyrie went over and just shoved him.
That's the example of great teammate, in my opinion. I mean, you see one of your guys get almost football tackled in the back. You go and you push this dude into the stands. I mean, I thought it was a great, just a great example of how close they are, even though in the media they say that, oh, there's a disconnect.
Yeah, but let me real fast though. You got to understand. A lot of stuff that happens on the basketball court won't happen like if it's not an NBA game, because you're gonna have people coming running in between. You're gonna have refs breaking it up. I don't think he got them hands like that to really want that type of action. You know what I mean? But I appreciate what he did as far as taking up, but whatever. Let's talk a little bit about the Eastern Conference standings. We got Cleveland Cavs. They're half a game back of the Boston Celtics. Miss McGee, you're an avid NBA fan, so talk to us a little bit about what you think about that.
There's a lot going on right now.
I love it.
And I think it's so non-traditional that it's adding so much to the game. I mean, the Cavs, I don't know what's happening.
They're
feel like
imploding right now.
Yeah, but listen, this is my theory. Every year we go through this with the Cavaliers.
Yeah, true. That's
At this very time, and then we count them out, and we come against LeBron, and everyone's like, oh, is it too much? What's Kyrie doing? What's going on? And then they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then we're just like, oh.
So do you think Boston or Washington has a chance to beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals?
This year, yes, because
Who?
I think I'm going to go with I like Boston
because
I'm Isaiah Thomas. Okay, so
you're a fan or you are
fan?
Okay,
sorry, not him.
I am Isaiah Thomas.
I'm a big fan of him. But I think that they've been a lot of these franchises have been building the last few seasons, and they've been gelling, and that's the biggest thing. And so I'm not counting out the Cavs by any means, but I think that they are going to get a run for their money.
So the Cavs been playing possum.
They have.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I think we're going to see them revitalized here in the next month or so. They're going to get it together.
They had an all-players meeting the other day, which is
that. Nobody care about no all-players meeting. That stuff is silly.
It's that cliche that doesn't even matter. I think they just talk about Instagram pics.
All right, real quick, we got the West Coast Conference, the Western Conference. Golden State, they're 3.5 games ahead of the Spurs. They're balling right now.
Speaking of Golden State, Draymond Green hit James Harden yesterday on the wrist. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean,
Crazy.
I think for sure though the Spurs are definitely doing it quiet again this year. I mean, you really don't hear many people talking about them. They're just in, year out.
But they got dismantled on Saturday night or the other night against Golden State without KD.
Yeah.
And so to me, that was a bigger thing than anything. Them beating the Spurs and doing it without KD. So coming out of the West, so who you think we're going to see coming out of the West? It's going to be Golden State. It's going to be the Spurs.
Houston.
I've been saying, man.
Houston.
Kawhi Leonard.
I love the way Houston's built against Golden State. I mean, if they can get their 3-ball really going in a game, in a series against the Warriors, I don't know. I mean, if you can go tick for tack for them, and then you go down to the wire and you can keep hitting them, I think you have a very, very good chance of beating Golden State. I mean, they've got firepower off the bench. Lou Will. Is Eric Gordon still coming off the bench, I think?
Yeah,
I mean,
Gordon come off the bench.
I definitely like the way they're built.
What about you, Miss McGee?
So he's Team Houston. Y'all know who I'm rolling with. I'm Steph Curry all day. Like I'm going Golden State. Yeah. We cooking it up. But I would love to see Houston versus Golden State for the Western Conference Finals. That's what I want to go with.
Cool. We're going to wrap it up, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. I'm Michael Watson. He's Steve Walls. Thanks to our special guest, Miss Angel McGee from the Kansas City Royals. Absolutely. Cody Ball, appreciate you, my guy. Airborne.
Remember, Stateline Showdown, high school all-star game, April 13th through the 15th. Go get your tickets, SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. Join us next Saturday on ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM. He's Watson, I'm Walls. We out.
April Fool's Day.
Thank you.